Hello, students. Today, let us now explore the world of business in greater detail and understand its various aspects. First, we see all human beings have different types of needs, and to satisfy these needs, they require different types of goods and services. Therefore, you can say every human being is busy all the time doing one activity or the other to meet their material or social needs. So, first we define there is a material need which help us to make our living, and social need is a need which helps us to maintain our standard in the society. When we do any activity, it means we have to define first activity. It is a symbol of life and is necessary to satisfy human needs and wants for first thing survival, second standard of living, then gaining social status, and at last social obligation. Now we will face human activities. It is categorized as economical as well as non-economical activities. Now, in the behalf of economic activities, there is a prior objective of activity is to earn money for a financial gain. It relates to production, exchange, distribution, and consumption of goods and services for value. Like an example, you see Maruti Udyog Limited here produces cars in the factory and sells them through its dealers. Second example, you can say a grocery shop owner buys products from various manufacturers and sells the same to local resident for values. But for non-economical activities, these are influenced by love, sympathy, pleasure, emotions, etc. You can say these activities are undertaken without any expectation of any kind of monetary reward or benefit. Like an example I am giving you here, your elder brother helps you in your studies. He is performing this out of love. Now, some basis we can characterize the economic activities in three ways. First, business, profession, and employment. Business, it refers to a regular activity of sale of goods or provide services. And rendering of services on a continuous basis, but with a motive of earning profit while satisfying human needs. Business meets people's demand for goods and services. In the process, earns income in form of profit. Like, you can give example here. Travel agency providing traveling services, and through this they earn money as a profit. You are manufacturing some garments and sell it. In this activity, you can say you do business and earn profit for your livelihood and satisfying the customer's need as well as yours need. Now, second, economic activities for profession. You can say it is an occupation which involves rendering of personal services of a specialized nature. It requires professional education, knowledge, training, and experience too. And this type of activities, professionals activities, laid down by some code of conduct, means there is rules and regulations for them. Like lawyers profession, there is a bar association, there is a code of conduct to all lawyers practice. Medicinal professions, doctor service guided by IMA. So there is a code of conduct for professions. And last one is employment. This refers to the occupation in which people work for others and get remunerated in return. And people employed by other are called employer. And employee, they work as per contract of employment. Now, on the basis of some points, we will characterize the difference between business, profession, and employment, these three. First basis, mode of establishment. Business starts by the proprietor. Profession, anyone can practice a profession after getting membership or certificate from the respective professionals only. And in behalf of employment, its mode of establishment, any person can start his or her employment after receiving letter of appointment and signing of employment contract. Now, according to nature of work, the business nature is to involve productions or purchase and sales of goods and services to satisfy human needs. And in behalf of profession, the nature of work is it involves providing of professionalized expert service. Employment, its nature of work is to involve performing all works as agreed in the service contract, which is written in contract or in job descriptions. Now, third basis is to comprise these all three, business, profession, and in between employment. The main objective of business is to earn more and more profit, maximum profit, and for profession to provide professional service to the business class. And for employment, their main objective is to earn regular income and satisfy the employer too. This is also a very important objective for employment. Qualification. For starting the business, there is no need of minimum qualifications. Anyone can start the business. But profession, there is a professional education, there is a need of qualifications, knowledge, training, and experience. For employment, there is also the qualification, training, experience, and employer's requirement also. On the basis of reward or return, in the behalf of business, profits are owner's reward. In profession, there is a professional fee gaining, and in employment, there is salary and wages as a fixed at the time of employment. Now, investment. Business requires investment. In profession, there is a limited capital required to establish professional certificates, and for employment there is no need of investment. Risk, on the basis of risk, we can say in business there is a great risk involved. In profession, there is a moderate risk. And in salaries, for employment, there is a risk, salaries are fixed. There is no need of risk at all for employment. A scope of activity. In business, there is a scope to grow it, to expand it. In profession, there is a growth of professionals, but it has a limit. And in employment, there is a limited scope to growth of employee. Transfer of interest, on the basis of this, if anyone can change the business, to transfer the business, to transfer the ownership, there is some legal formalities. But in profession, there is no possibility of transfer of interest. A lawyer cannot transfer its profession to others. A doctor cannot donate its profession to others. But in employment, when you say, here is also interest transfer is not possible. Code of conduct, now last one is, no, in business you can say there is no prescribed code of conduct, and in profession there is a code of conduct. It is prescribed by the respective professional body to be followed. Like law practitioners, there is a bar associations. Medicine professions, for doctors, there is a Indian medical associations. They have to follow the code of conducts. And then for employment, there is also need to follow the code of conduct of the prescribed service contract, which is written in your service contract. Employment rules led by the employer. That's all. In next video, we will meet again with the concept of business. Thank you.